I was just gonna make a quick video while I cook some dinner. I was thinking about being on the Truman Show, and a lot of people can relate to this and know what I'm talking about. Where everything that you thought was real, or people you thought were your friends, when really it was just set up. It it can really uh, put a lot of pressure on somebody. And my heart goes out to all y'all who know what I'm talking about. Where I mean, for me, um, I've had a wife for like 16 years and had a good relationship with her. We get along real well, but either my brother who knew me long before I knew him. There's all these when we first met, there was all these coincidences, you know, and like, oh, it's so strange, this guy, and I know that guy, and my long lost brother. Wow, man, it's so cool to have a brother, and you know, but really, this whole thing was set up by him, long before, and he had all kinds of, um, just I could imagine what his plans were for me had I not, learned why they're doing this and all this. I mean, he admitted everything to me over the years, and I'm really not trying to talk about my brother a whole lot, but it does bother me, because like my wife, like somehow my brother and her have all the exact same friends, close friends, and all these people that I knew were witches and into witchcraft were uh she knows them all, and somehow, you know, I'm to believe that she knows nothing about this stuff, or she's been taken over by the mind control, which I know that much at least. But who's the dummy here? Like, really, am I the dumbass? Am I the one for like believing everything was real, or the people who set this stuff up on me long before I even knew them? Or are they the ones? Like, who? It's the chicken or the egg thing, And like I said, my heart goes out to anybody who's in this situation, because you spend a lot of time sitting there contemplating, going over the past, and just looking at everything and like, what's real, what's not, who's your friend, who's not. I've had so many dreams where I'm just absolutely alone in this thing, and had I not figured out who Jesus was, who God really is, what sin is, uh, the law. I mean, had I not figured, see, I didn't figure none of this out. He showed it to me. But had I not learned this stuff, man, I don't know what's better, being awake or asleep, man. I really don't know what's better. I walk around and I just see people, they're just, nobody's worth a squat, man. I mean, I really want to like people and love people, but it's really hard, man. It is so hard when you wonder, like, who's doing what, who's doing who, what's really going on, how long has it been going on? Like, am I the dipshit, or did they get played by Satan and I didn't? I have to leave it at that. Y'all have a good night, man. I don't even know what to say, man. It's just the more I think about this stuff, and the more I see, my neighbors and their behavior, and if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck, man. You know, I'm learning to find this out. But anyway, y'all have a good night. Thanks for listening. Bye.